this works. See if the connection is better. Let's see if this connection is also dandy over here. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm so silly. You know, I love being silly. That's me. You know, it's good to be yourself. It's good to be who you are. You know, because there are so many people are not being who they are. And so many people are afraid to be them, their authentic self. But I enjoy being me, regardless of how people feel. You know, because, you know, sometimes people always want to make you feel like you can't be you, right? But I like being me. I like being unique and different. I like having fun, you know. So, I'm here. I should have brought my sunscreen. My face is dry. Hold on. How is everyone doing? Oh, how are you doing today? Hello? Anyone there? Say hello to me. I see one person there. How you doing on this Monday morning? You know what? I'm tired. I spent my spring break. Oh, I spent my spring break on this. I'll use this. I spent my spring break riding around with my daughter, and I enjoyed it. Taking her here, taking her there. She's getting ready for prom. So, oh, that was a little better. Sunscreen. How is everybody doing? Are you okay? So let's get started, right? Let's get started. Let me just get started with the message. I noticed I didn't schedule out a video for today. So I said, you know what? Instead of scheduling out a pre-recorded video, I said, I'll go live today. I'll do something different. I'll go live. Usually I schedule out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Even if it's just a short video, I will schedule it out, right? But today, hello, Sunflower. So today, I want to talk about the chosen ones and relationships, chosen ones and relationships, especially the relationships we try to force, right? If the relationship is not organic, don't try to force the relationship because it's going to drain your energy. If the relationship is not reciprocal, right? If there's no reciprocity, which means I water you, you water me, and there's just a one-sided relationship, give me. My name is, gimme, my name is Jimmy. Relationships. Chosen ones can't thrive in those relationships. Chosen ones are not able to thrive. Like I said, we're not able to thrive in those type of situations because we're the type that needs to be given to, right? We need to be receiving as well because we're givers. We're givers. We're natural born givers. So what we'll do is we'll give so much, and it's almost like you're trying to spoil someone or you're trying to prove to people that you're loyal, and you give so much until it drains you. Then when you get drained, you sit back and you look at, oh, these people don't never do nothing for me. They don't never do nothing, thoughtful for me. They don't never do anything kind for me. When my birthday come up, when the holidays come up, they don't never do anything for me. You think about that once you're drained. Now you don't think about that when you're in the action, when you're in the, when you're in action, you don't think about that. You only think about it when you get tired and when your cup is not being filled. Because you have a limit. Everybody has a limit. You only think about it when you realize you're running on E. And E stands for empty. You know? So, don't try to force relationships. Right? And the chosen ones, we have a habit of trying to force relationships. No, allow your relationships to be organic so they can last longer. In a relationship, it goes for all relationships. Let that relationship be organic. Let it grow from organic growth. Not you be the first one volunteering. Oh, girl, you want to go hang out? Not you be the first one doing. Let them offer. Let someone else offer you because you're a giver. You are a giver. It's natural. It's in you. And sometimes people pick up on that and they take advantage of it. Yeah, sunflower. Your family be notorious for taking advantage of you. Oh, they will see you struggle and still want you to give. Oh, I had to learn. They can see you going through a hard time. You there for everybody else. You could be going through your own HE double hockey stick. And people still expect for you to be there to give to them. But they don't see that you need help. They don't see that you want somebody to, encourage you. You want a good word of encouragement. You want somebody to pick up the phone and check on you. But they won't do you like that. You'll be the one reaching out to people. You'll be the one checking up on them. Oh, I stopped all that. I don't mind being by myself. I don't mind being alone. I pray for God to send me the right relationships. Send me the right relationships, Lord. Send me thriving relationships. Send me people that's going to reciprocate what it is that I'm giving, what it is I have to offer. Because people will use and abuse you if you let them. If you let them, they won't think about, because the chosen ones are very thoughtful. We're so thoughtful. We think about stuff. We're listeners. We'll listen to what a person is saying. We listen to what they like. We listen to what they talk about. And when the holiday come around, birthday come around, we'll present those things to them, or a special day, or just because, gift or something. We listen. Yes. We listen to people. We listen with pure heart. We listen to them. We listen to people if they love their family, or if they love to travel, if they love certain foods. And we go out of our way to make sure we get them gifts, and we make sure that we do things around what they like, because we're listeners. We listen with our ears. We listen with our heart. And we really try to get to know people. But when it comes to the chosen one, people don't look out for you like that. Especially not the ones close to you. Strangers, you'll get some strangers that'll look out for you more than the people who are supposed to look out for you. Strangers will do it. Yes, strangers will do it. Yes. And have you ever noticed too? Strangers appreciates you more than the people close to you, because you're too close in proximity. They don't value what they have access to. Right? People don't value what they have access to. It's just like when I was growing up, kids, had an attitude because I wasn't raised by my mom. So I used to see kids, don't want to appreciate their parents. And they had good parents. And there I was, didn't have my mom there, wanted my mom to be there. And they were not appreciating what they had because, see, their mom was there for them. But here I am. I didn't have my mom. And I saw that, when I looked at them, I saw that as being ungrateful. Especially when you got a good mom. Good mom, making sure you got stuff, making sure they buy you, making sure your needs are met. I saw my friends, some of them, they didn't appreciate their mom being there. They didn't appreciate it. People don't appreciate what they have access to. They don't appreciate cleanliness in their homes. Home being nice and clean. They can go and they got a nice clean environment until it's all taken away from them. Until they don't have a nice clean environment. Until they don't have their own home to go to. That's when people want to think, oh, I should have been more thankful. Been more appreciative. No. You got to learn to be appreciative of what you have. Even if it's not what you want. But the chosen ones we're always appreciative. Even over the little things. You know, people want to make us ungrateful. Especially. Yeah, oh yeah. Listen. I won't even touch on that. It's always the people, the chosen ones. We're grateful because of our struggle. We had to go through a lot. And we learned to be appreciative of everything. We learned to value people. We value people. But you noticed people don't value you as a chosen one? They don't value you. They don't value you. It'll take someone else to come value you and make you a big deal, because those around you don't see the value because they're too close. Like I said, close in proximity. They don't see the wisdom that you carry. They don't see the anointing that you have because they're familiar. But you let someone come. You know how many people reach out to me for advice, for wisdom, who tell me thank you? Strangers. 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 But my message is, stop forcing relationships. And you know the type of relationships that I'm talking about. Talking about the ones that expend too much of your energy. Expand those relationships that come in and drain you. You are drained because you're trying to force a relationship. You are drained because you're trying to maintain a relationship that's been dead. That relationship been dead years ago. But because you're a chosen one and you're long suffering, as I've talked about yesterday, you want it to work. Although you know it's not going to work in your head, that's a problem we have at Chosen One. We know stuff don't work and it's not going to work, but we just have this hope. We have this hope that it will. Our faith keep us holding on. Our faith keep us holding on to things in relationships that are harming us. Harming us physically, harming us mentally. There's nothing like holding on to a relationship. Nothing like it. That's dead. You forcing it. You forcing every transaction. You forcing fake love. You're forcing fake interaction. You're forcing fake everything. You're just forcing it. And the more you force it, the more you become drained. It starts to wearing you physically too. Some of you are getting old before your time because you got to let that relationship go. That relationship is a drain. It's draining you. It's straining your mental, physical. It is. It is. But we keep going around the same circle because we're hoping and praying. We want it to work. Right? Want it to work. For whatever reason. You put your reason why you want it to work. But you know that relationship is draining you. Mentally. Physically. Ooh, and spiritual. Because chosen ones, we're spiritual beings. Your spirit is tired. When your spirit get tired, you know. Right? Hey, Shaquila. You know when your spirit is tired, you know you got to go. Chosen ones. When your spirit is drained and you can't connect to the higher source, you can't connect to the higher power because you got all that going on over there, and you can't connect to the source spiritually, that's a problem. That is a problem. Because that's where your strength comes from. But you can't do that because you're so drained and you're trying to force that relationship to work. You can't force it to work, my dear. I wish I had some good news for you. You got to stop forcing it. If it's meant to be, let it go. But as long as you're trying to do things in your own will, force it. You forcing it. Why do you think so many relationships are in turmoil right now? A lot of relationships, turmoil. People upside down. 20, 30 years in relationships, and now it's ended. Just over. You know why? Tired. Drained. Tired of forcing it. That's why. People are tired of forcing it, tired of trying to do right when only one person is putting in an effort. You going around the same cycles of foolishness. You think you're getting ahead, you take 5 steps forward and 15 steps back. You think because you got a little head, you got some material gain, but the relationship is still trash. I didn't mean to say that, but it is what it is. The relationship is still trash. Person still acting a fool, doing foolish things. Still doing foolish things. You think you past your 30s now, and you done crossed over into the big, 40s, and you think you think you're on the right path, and you still got the same foolishness going on. You think you're getting ahead, you think you're building with your family, and still the same foolishness. Like, you gotta stop forcing it. Stop. You can't make people do right. Right? Chosen ones, you can't make people do right. They're never going to look at themselves. You're going to always be to blame. Remember that. You're going to always be to blame. And if you're going to always be to blame, you forcing that relationship. Person never take accountability for what they did. Never. You don't took accountability. You don't probably pay. You don't pay for your wrongdoings. Ooh, so many times. You don't pay mentally, physically, spiritually. You don't pay for it. Stop forcing the relationship. It's killing you, literally. Pray for God to give you a way of escape. Pray for God to give you a way of an escape. He will. He'll show you. Don't let religion confine you to abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse, spiritual abuse. Because I'm sure the God I serve and know, he wouldn't want his chosen ones going through that type of torment. You're chosen. You're supposed to have the best of the land. You're supposed to have the good of the land. And you got to believe that. You're not supposed to have the spoils. You're supposed to be thriving and striving in your relationships and your health. Not barely making it, barely getting by. Everything in turmoil, your relationships, everything. That's not his portion for you, chosen one. You have to believe that. And I understand we were not given this information in the beginning. But through knowledge, the just shall be delivered. By knowledge, the just shall be delivered. When you get knowledge and understand your birthright, you got to demand that people treat you as such. You carry yourself as such, and you demand people treat you as such. You're no one's punching bag. You're no one's toy. You're no one's side piece. You're not a side piece. You leave that for the ones who are not chosen. Chosen ones are not side piece. Side pieces. That's not what we do. And you deserve loyalty. You deserve faithfulness. You deserve that. You're going to give that and deserve it. And don't let, and another thing, chosen ones, don't let people try to hold your past against you. Yes. Don't let people hold your past against you. Because, you know, we all have a past. It depends on if you want to stay there or not. It depends on if you want to stay there. We all have a past. Yes, Miss Mercedes. So don't let people keep you there. Don't be ashamed. See, one thing about the enemy, you know, I said this before, and I say this, I repeat this a lot. You know, he likes to bring forth shame, and he trying to bring forth shame because he don't want you to speak, right? And he don't want you to grow, and he don't want you to think you deserve just because you made a mistake or did something in the past. He don't want you to feel like you deserve more. No, you deserve more. You're a chosen one. You just had to go find your crown. You just had to go find it and put it on and tilt it the right way. Shape it up. That's all. Right? A $100 bill still has value. If just because somebody crumbled it up, you could take that $100 bill and crumble it up and throw it on the ground. But if you pick it up and uncrumble that $100 bill, it still has its value. You still got your value. Don't let nobody think you're not valuable. I know I'm valuable. I know I'm an asset. I don't care what nobody says. I'm an asset. I add to people's life. I never, when I come into your life, we're going to increase because it's who I am. It's my nature to elevate. It's my nature to when I come in, you're going to get a word of encouragement. You're going to get a word of impartation. Some of you are going to be delivered. We're going to elevate. This is who I am. And I'm okay. And I have to walk in this abundance because it's who I am. You're going to get truth. Like when I try to keep things discreet, try not to, you know, it's different when you're public, but you're private also, right? Because now I'm a public figure, right? You can say I'm a public figure, but I still try to keep things private. Certain things, I use my discretion. But in the arena, you know, where I work, I often tell people, you may not like me, but you're going to respect me. Because when you come with truth, people don't like truth. They'll hate you for the truth. But I said, one thing you gonna do, you may not like me, but you're going to respect me, and you're going to say, oh, I remember when she said that. I learned from her. I know that for a fact. That's what I know. I know that for a fact. Yes, you're going to remember that I learned something from her. She encouraged me. She spoke life into me. No, I'm not perfect. No one is. We're human. And you don't want to be perfect anyways. But I know what I add to people in their life. I know what I bring. Regardless of what people try to make it seem like. Because, you know, people try to kill your character because your character speaks for itself, and they'll come up against that. I did a video the other day. When people come up against something that you're doing, like your character, you are a person of character. When they come up against your voice, you got a person, your blessing is in your voice. Right? Whatever people come up against, that's where your anointing lies. That's where your blessing is, because they wouldn't be attacking it if it wasn't so. And you got to be okay with it. As a chosen one, we get very angry. We get very angry when people lie on us and stuff. We get angry when people come up against us and bother us for no reason. We don't like that, because we don't do it to people, and we don't want anyone doing it to us. We get angry. You talking about an anger? They haven't seen anger. People, they think you all nice and sweet. They think you nice and sweet. Do something to the chosen ones, and they're not bothering with you. Oh, you gonna see anger like no other. Thank you, Miss Mercedes. Yes, you be thinking, you be like, Lord, is this me? But see, that's that anger. That's that righteous anger, because you wouldn't do people how people do you. Yes, Frank, you surely are a son of the Most High. You wouldn't do people like that. You just wouldn't lie on people for no reason. You wouldn't try to defame people's character for no reason. Only an evil-hearted person. See, your heart is not dark, chosen one. You could never think about doing something like that. You could never think about that. Just lying on someone for no reason, trying to defame their character, make them look bad. It's not in you. Even when you want to return the favor, it's like you want to do, you've thought about it. You want to do venge, you wanted to do hate for hate. You thought about it. But your heart wouldn't allow you to do it, because it's not in you. Listen, I thought about doing some things to people. You hear me? I'm not gonna lie. I thought about doing some things, especially when they done lied on me. I'm like, I should do this. And my heart was like, God was like, You can't do it. It's not in you. You couldn't even rest with yourself. Good afternoon, Keisha. You couldn't even rest with yourself if you did that. You couldn't rest with yourself. If you did something evil, you couldn't rest with yourself. See, your heart is not dark. You don't battle with demons. Yes, I'm gonna order me a crown from Amazon, and I come over here and be like, chosen ones, put on your crown. That's gonna be my display. You're gonna be like, who is this woman with this crown on? We're gonna adjust our crowns, because you're chosen still. You're chosen. Just because you've been crumbled and thrown away, don't mean that you don't have value. That $100 bill is still valuable. Give me some crumbled up $100 bills. Give me a heap of them. Like the old folks say, give me a heap of them. You want to ball them up? You crumble them all up. Listen, you send me about 40 of them $100 bills crumbled up. Listen, I was receiving a message. Send me about 40. You can send me 50 of them, balled up $100 bills, crumbled up. Wet ones too, long as it's wet in water. I don't care. Send some wet ones. I'll dry them things out. I'll unwrinkle them. Okay. They still valuable. I got some bills I need to pay. Send me them crumbled $100 bills. I'll show you what to do with them. Look, I'll show you exactly what to do with them. I don't know why people think the money don't have value. Just send me them wet $100. That's what you do. Send me them wet $100 bills. Long as they don't smell. Long as you didn't put them in no, shoot, I probably spray them down if you. I'm gonna spend that money. Oh. You send me them wet dollars, $100 bills. I'm gonna spend that money. Dry it off and spend it. Uncrumble them and spend it. And you know, that's what the enemy wants to do. He wants to kill your self-esteem. He wants to take you through these toxic relationships, toxic family ships, toxic everything, and make you seem like you don't have value. You still got value. Just because a person didn't recognize it don't mean that you don't have value. Right? How they're going to recognize something that they don't understand. Tell me that. That's what it is. Tell me how a person gonna value something when they can't recognize. It's not for them to recognize. See, that's the thing. That's another thing we do, chosen ones. We like a little. You ever played kickball? And when you were a child, you played kickball or baseball, and you had the community stars. You had the community stars, which you had the good athletes, right? And they were the captains. The good athletes know they're the captains. And everybody like, pick me, pick me, pick me. You know, that's what we do, chosen ones. We be doing that to people who are not captains, who are not good athletes, who are not, you know, who don't have the value you have. We be telling them, pick us, pick us, pick. We try to make them pick us. That's what we try to do. We try to make it work and make them pick us. We put all our value on the spread to get them to see it. And they don't even value what we have. They don't value it. They don't value it. And regardless of how they try to make it seem, they don't value what you have. And that's why you're frustrated, because you're trying to make them see the value, but they're blind spiritually. That's what it is. They can't see you on the spirit level. Physical, they can see you. Because to be honest, that's why most of them got with you. On that physical level. Because you look good. You make them look good. Your appearance is right. You probably handsome. You're probably fine. So you probably make them look good. Or they can brag, oh, this my wife, this my husband, this my boyfriend, this my girlfriend. Because on the outside, but they don't value your spirit. They don't value what God is doing in you. They don't value who you are at your core. That's why there was never no connection. You couldn't connect because you were not connected on a spiritual level. You were just connected on the surface level. And on surface stuff, it's going to wear out. I don't care how many years you've been together. It's going to get tired. You going to be tired. Like the old folks say, I'm tired. T-I-E-D. Not tired. You're going to get tired. Thank you, my music. But listen, my music, let me tell you. I appreciate you want to watch my videos, but don't make me your God. Don't make my videos your God. Don't make what I'm talking about your God. Make sure you are turning to God and you're opening up the word of God to get the word. I'm just the encourager, right? I'm just here to use my voice to encourage you. But I don't want you to make my videos your God. Don't come to this platform. Support me, yes, but make sure your heart is focused on God and not me. Okay? That's all. And take it in love. I'm not trying to reprimand you or anything, but I just don't want people to be coming to me first thing. Because I know I'm an exhorter. God gave me a gift, but we need to stay focused on God. I had to remind myself that too. I had to remind myself that. Don't be so focused on, you know, my business, my channel, and I lose touch with the Creator. I lose touch with opening my word and prayer. I had to remind myself. We get off track sometimes. But before I said that, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, he listens. He always listen. Yes. He'll always send you confirmation too. He'll always send us confirmation. But yes, we have to remember, chosen ones, we have to make sure when we dealing with people in relationships, we have to make sure we're connected on a spiritual level. Not all this surface stuff, because this surface stuff is the reason we experience what we experience, because it wasn't spiritual. And it's okay, because see, you learn, you live and learn. You will know next time if they're not on a spiritual level, right? We can't force that relationship. We're not going to be forcing it. We got to be headed in the right direction on a spiritual level. Yep. Yes, that's how it is, Candy. People do that a lot. People do that a lot. And that's why we have to wise up. That's why we have to educate ourselves as chosen one. That's why we have to come to people like me music, and it's okay, backed up with the word of God. The word of God then, come to get a more simple understanding. Kind of confirmation, encouragement. So we know, because this, when I talk, I be talking from, real world stuff, real world experience, right? And it does help that people could talk about their experience, and you could, relate to it. It makes you feel like you're not alone. But we don't be knowing chosen ones. That's what we have to learn. We don't even be knowing we're chosen until later on. We don't be knowing until we've experienced enough things and we know, something is different about us, right? We don't be knowing we're chosen. We don't even know what that is. We don't be knowing. We just know something is different. I don't feel like I fit in with my family. I think different. I like different things. You feel like you're what it is. You feel like the oddball. You feel like you're the oddball. You feel different. You don't know what that is. Nobody never told you. You just know your family always picked on you or tried to make you feel bad or outcast you. You just know you went through so much heartache and pain for no apparent reason, it seems like. That's chosen one. God is strengthening you. He's setting you apart. Unfortunately, I know sometimes we can get mad at God and we don't want to believe that why God would allow us to experience those things. Right? We can just, we can develop this mindset of hate for God because we had to endure so much. And that's not what he wants you to do. He wants you to know you endured it because he's strengthening you. You're chosen. He's going to use you for such a time as this. He needs you in this world. And you have to know you went through that to be strong. Because anybody else would have went through what you went through, they wouldn't be here. Just think about all the people who didn't go through half of what you've been through. And they're somewhere in the cuckoo house. You almost went cuckoo because you didn't know what it was that you carried. People think you're crazy because you can see through people. You can hear people, hear conversations. You can dream dreams. Like, seriously? You're chosen. You're different. And your parents don't understand. That's why I say we're spiritual beings. Half of your parents don't know that you're gifted. Some parents know. I know with me, I understand certain things about my children. Now, I didn't understand it then, but I understand it now because I was awakened. I understand certain things. But before I didn't understand. Before I didn't understand. I didn't understand. I knew something was different, but spiritually, I didn't understand a lot of this stuff. God had to show me. Holy Spirit had to show me and guide me and tell me what it is I was dealing with. I'm okay with it now, because before it used to drive me crazy. Oh, why they rejected me? Why they don't like me? I used to be one of them. I was so sensitive. And them ones, easy to cry, sensitive, any little thing make you cry. You're sensitive for a reason. Don't think you're crazy because you're sensitive. God made you sensitive in the spirit for a reason. That's a superpower. He made you sensitive so you can empathize with people. Because these devils, these demons out here who are harming people, they can't empathize with people. They can't empathize. They don't know how to empathize. They're just out here creating harm and havoc on people and can't empathize naturally and a genuine empathy. They can't do it. That's why they can do some of the most evil things. You wonder why people could do evil things to you and don't think nothing about it? Their hearts are dark. They're of the Father. Their father. That's who they're of. They're of their father. Satan. Diablo. What else they call him? Because you can't do that. Your heart can't even think to do half of the dark things that people do to you. Your heart can't even think to do it. Even when they do it to you, you still find it in your heart to forgive. What kind of heart is that? That has to be a heart of God. That's the heart of God. When you know people lied on you, know people turned on you, betrayed you, behind your back lying on you and doing evil things, and you may get angry for a little bit, but in your heart, you still got a softened heart. You still can forgive people. You can. And people get mad at that. I had somebody tell me, you too nice. Because I didn't have a dark heart like they had one. To mistreat people and always be mad and stay mad. Yes, I get mad at people and don't want to deal with them. I get mad at people and don't want to deal with them, don't want to be around them. But I still forgive. And I know how to let it go. I know how to talk things out. I know how to talk things out. Try not to let things linger on if we got a disagreement. Try not to let it linger on to get mad and fester, and you let things build up 20, 30 years and you get mad and something happened and you talk about something you never forget. They talk about something they never forgave you for 20 years ago, and they still holding it because they never talked it out. They never forgiven you. And you thinking you guys don't on a different path, you don't got past it. No. They haven't forgotten about it. They're gonna hold that grudge against you. Chosen one, we know how to let stuff go. We know how to forgive people. We know how to let it go and move on, because we don't like that weight on us. We don't like that heaviness. We don't like all that on us. We don't like it. No, we don't like it. We don't like it at all. We don't like that. We don't like all that. Yeah, we don't like all that. Yes, they sit there and nurse and nurture a grudge and mad at you, and you wonder, and that's why y'all be feeling them vibes, them different vibes when you go around people. The sensitive ones, them sensitive chosen ones, real sensitive ones. When you go around people and you feel all that tension, that be that unforgiveness. They haven't forgiven you. They haven't forgiven you for something. They still got a grudge. Yes, they still got a grudge. They still mad at you. That's why I can't go around people in this season. Because I can feel all that stuff. I can feel that. Let's talk about it. If you got a problem, talk about the problem you have with me. Because my spirit is very sensitive in this moment. And I can't be around that. I can't be around people being fake. If you know you got a problem with me, say the problem so we can get past. I'm not going to hold it against you. Let's get past that. I'm not going to hold it against you. I don't have it in my heart to hold it against you. May be mad, but I'd rather be mad than hold a grudge, because I can't carry that weight. Can't carry that weight. I refuse to carry that weight. I'm trying to stay looking young. I don't let stuff weigh me down. I'm trying to stay young. Stay energized. I got traveling to do. I got a world to see. They can call me what they want to call me, but I can feel that stuff. I can feel it. That's why I don't mind. That's why I made a stance now. Yes, Carolyn. I'm not doing who? Child, I'm not doing that. I want to be happy. I want to be free. I just love being in nature. I just be smiling. Lately, I just been smiling. I go into nature. The other day, I don't know, there's just a joy in me, a natural joy that I feel when I'm just out in the world in nature. People be looking at me like I'm crazy. They be looking at me like I got 5 heads. And I just be smiling, and they be looking to see if I got something in my ear, carrying. They be looking to see if I got a little earpiece. But I don't have no ear. I'm like, what is wrong with her? I don't even be caring either. I don't even be caring. I don't care. I just be enjoying when I be out, spending time with myself. I just be so happy. And that's a genuine joy. Like I just be, I don't be want to be around people, to be honest. I don't be want to be around people. I just want to enjoy my time. I mean, it just feels good to be in peace. And you're not just around people with these energies, and you got to, brace yourself, and you got to, watch, it's just peaceful, just being free. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just peaceful to be free in your mind, in your spirit. I be in the store, just be smiling, cheesing, like, people be looking at me like, they be looking at me like, what is wrong with her? All right. I want that, that's me. I'm a happy person. And when my spirit is weighed down, I know it's because of other people. That energy pulling on me. Energy. That's why you have to create a space in your home of peace and tranquility. Even if it's a prayer room or plants or something, or lights and waterfalls and beautiful pictures, or on your patio. I know my patio. I'm gonna fix that up. I want to fix that up. Patio or porch to where it's just serene. A place I can go read my books. I can go study. Right? Just out and about, just outdoors. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it's just me. And I don't know if you all feel it. There's like an urgency. There's like an urgency in the world. Right? An urgency. It's like it's like almost like we don't have time. It's like a pushing of time. We don't have time. We don't have the time we think we do. We don't have the time. I just like feeling good from the inside. Just being around good spirited people. Like some people, all they know is chaos and confusion. And they bring that energy with them because they're fighting their own demons on the inside. And they bring all that chaos into your space. And that negativity just drowns out your positivity. That's why I don't care right now. That's why I don't force relationships in this hour. Because my energy is everything. My energy is an asset. That's why you all hear people say, oh, she got some good energy. I like her vibes. I like her energy. People work hard to keep that. And if people could feel your vibes, they can also drain you. Drain you. I'm okay with being by myself. Before I had my awakening, oh, I was all kumbaya, let's get to, no. That energy bad. Yes, energy is currency. That's the most valuable thing right now. That's the most valuable thing. Because people want to siphon your energy. That's why when people come on my page and they be having they because I got another ministry. It's called the block and delete ministry. So when people come on my page with negativity, I don't even address it. If I feel that, because I can feel that too now. If I can feel that negative energy on there, delete, blocked. Most of the times I'll delete them. Then if I see them pop up and they come back with that same old foolery, I'll just go ahead and block them. But I just don't have time because, you giving that person attention, you're making them relevant and your energy is going to them. I don't waste no time. I just go to delete. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't even be seeing the names unless it's something derogatory so I can remember. So next time I can block it or block it right then. I got to delete and block ministry. I don't play around no more. I don't have time for that. I don't care who it is. I just don't have time. I wasted too many years fighting and battling with myself, fighting and battling with people. Yes, Frank, delete and block ministry. Oh, that ministry on fire too. That ministry on fire. I don't play around over there. I don't even give it no thought. And when I delete the people, I don't think about it no more because I didn't give them my energy. Half of the time, I don't even read the stuff, especially when they come with these long posts. And that's another thing. It's okay to post a paragraph or two, but when they come on here with these long posts and it's all in caps, all caps, I delete that stuff. That's too much energy. You're releasing too much energy over here. And I'm trying to keep the energy and the vibe of this page a certain way. I don't need all that negativity over here. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to block it out. There's a certain vibe and energy that this page carry. And if I go to, reply to every negative comment and you see too many negative comments, you guys are not going to receive the message how you should be receiving it. Because the page has too much negativity over here. That's why you can go to other people's page. Not gonna call any names, but other people on YouTube, you can go to their page. That's why you get angry. Soon as you listen to them, you get angry in your spirit. Because that's the type of energy that page carry. Don't go to people if they mess up your spirit. If you go to someone's page and you automatically get angry and you want to go and, keyboard thug keyboard, what it is, a keyboard thug. You want to get on the keyboard and just go to typing all kind of craziness. That's not what you should be doing. You don't need to listen. You don't need to go on that type of YouTube page if it's bringing out the worst in you, because that's the energy that thing carries. Yes, you have to protect your energy. Yeah, keyboard gangster. That's what it is, Carolyn. I call them keyboard thugs. When you got them over there, right? When you start doing that, them people, they messing up your energy. I don't be going to nothing. I don't listen to nothing that messes up my energy. That's going to make me upset. Nothing. And I'm okay with that now. Before, I used to be concerned about not being around this person, concerned about not being around. At this moment, I love being by myself. I love being by myself. I enjoy my time. I never got a chance to enjoy just being by myself. I always had my kids, husband, family, just worried about everybody. Concerned about everybody. Just concerned, worried. Oh, I don't do that no more. When I go to worrying, I give it to God. I give it to the Lord. And I meant that. When I say I give it, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. I let everything go and have no control. Well, what if they, what if they leave here, leave this world? As long as my heart is pure and right, I don't have no control over that. We all gonna leave this world. We all gonna leave here. So you better prepare. Prepare for it. I don't know why we think we're gonna be here forever. We're not going to be here forever. So stop thinking that. Your kids are not going to be here forever. That's why you should enjoy them while they're here. And if they're adult, if they're grown kids and they want to live their life, let them live their life. Keep them in prayer. Keep them in prayer. Ask God to protect them. But you don't have no control on whether they live or die. You're not God. You don't have that control. So you got to let that go. Make sure you got some insurance on them. That's all I can tell you. Keep that insurance on them and keep it moving. Right? But I enjoy being by myself. I don't even search the little local papers to see what type of nature trails I can go to. Butterfly World, they got these little nature trails I want to go and, visit. I love that. It's just like I almost get energy from that type of stuff. And I think and to be honest, you do get energy from nature. We're supposed to be out there in the garden of Eden. Yes, be out there in the garden. I even take my shoes off. I saw somebody post something on Facebook the other day. And I remember when I was a little kid, how I used to play outside with no shoes on. I still walk in the yard. I go walk in my yard with no shoes on from time to time. Yes, Victoria. That's the best. That's the best. See, that's the problem. This world has taught us that we need things and people outside of ourselves to make us happy. When God is calling us to have a relationship with Him first, and the people will come. Because we do need people in this world to survive. He didn't put us in this world by ourselves. We need the right people. But the world has taught us we need to look outside of ourselves for happiness. Boy, when I tell you, my joy, my happiness, I have to remember I have children because I enjoy being by myself. I really do. I never knew that it was so relaxing and enjoyable just keeping my own company, because I've always been with someone. If I wasn't in a relationship, I was having children. I have 4 kids back to back every 2 to 3 years. Every 2 to 3 years. So I didn't have time for me since I was a teen. 14, from the age of 14. Which I don't advise. Don't get in a relationship when you're a teenager. You don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. Get to know yourself first. Tell your children, boys can wait. Girls can wait. Why do they need a relationship in their teens? For what? What's the purpose behind it? There's no purpose but wasting your time and getting all emotionally involved and making you responsible for another person in your teenage years, in which you should be enjoying life, enjoying your teenage years, young adult years. Get to know who you are first. Yes, a distraction. Yes, it is. But I'm so happy now that I finally found me. Me, I just randomly go. Listen, I randomly go to Rita's. Rita's, the little icy place. I mentioned that the last time. I pop up to Rita's. Whatever I want to do spontaneously, that's what I do. If I want to go get me a wrap, I go get me a wrap. If I want to stop by Walmart and just go look, that's what I do. With no rhyme or reason, just what I want to do. I enjoy it. Enjoy it to the utmost. I really do. I mean, I enjoy it. Hi, Darlene. I enjoy it. I mean, I try new dishes. Oh, that's a blessing. He will do it. He'll send people, Victoria. God will send people. If you ask him, if you're feeling lonely, for the ones who's feeling lonely, because there's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. I love being alone, but I'm never lonely. I'm never lonely. I just pop up to events by myself. I went to the art festival. I mentioned that on my last live, but I went to the art festival. Oh, my most recent one, I went to the seafood festival. It was a seafood festival here in my in one city over. One city over. And I didn't know they was gonna have the seafood festival. I was going to the park to do content. And they had the seafood festival, and I just walked on over there and enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself. I love exploring. Yes, I love, that's just me. And I lost that because, you know, you be so caught up in serving everyone else, doing for everyone else, trying to do right. And, you know, people just don't appreciate what you're doing. And that don't be their fault. That be chosen ones. That be our fault. I'm going to be honest. That's our fault. That's our fault. We're going to have to eat that. And that's okay. You lived and learned. Now you know. Now you know, right? But I enjoy it. I'm planning on me a trip. I got all kind of things planned. I mean, and I'm excited about it. I mean, the excitement is like, it's different. It's different. Got a few road trips I'm going to take to visit some family. I'm excited about that. Very excited. Very. Now listen, I just need the Lord to bless me with the money. Making all these plans with my invisible bank account that I have. Okay. But that's faith. You know, that's faith. That's faith. But you know, half of the times things don't take money, a lot of money like we think. It don't take a lot of money. It really doesn't. We just need to take the time and do it. And stop being afraid. We just need to take the time. But I'm looking forward to it. Yes, Keisha, I will, honey. I'm that type. Listen, I am that type because I've spoken plenty of things that I'm walking out right now to this day. I'm walking it out this day. I've spoken. So I know the power of words. That's why I'm very selective of what I say. Because when I speak, things happen. Things happen. Yep. But that's what I want to come talk to you all about. Just stop forcing relationships. It's draining your energy. If you know it's not working, it's just not working. Relationships should be reciprocal. There should be some reciprocity. You shouldn't be the only one giving in the relationship. You shouldn't be the only one doing. You shouldn't be the only one thinking about people. After you do that a few times and people don't return the favor, not that you're looking, right? Not that you're looking, because we don't look for stuff, chosen ones. We really don't. We don't look for it. We do stuff out of the kindness of our hearts. We just do stuff for strangers that they'll be shocked, but like, we do things like, this is what we do, chosen ones. And you can, somebody put a 1 in the comment. We do things for people out of the kindness of our hearts, and they think that we're doing it with what it is, with something behind it. Put a 1 in the comment, put a 1 in the chat. You can feel that they feel we want something from them because we're so kind in our hearts. We're doing it just with pure hearts. Yes, with motives. Yes, they think we're doing it with motives. Put the 1 in the comment. Put it in there. Look at all these ones. I know it. Put them ones in there. I mean, we just genuine. You would think about people and you'll be like, oh, my coworker, oh, she says she like cats or frogs. And this little frog will be cute. And you I thought about you. I got you this little frog because you said you love frogs. Yes. Exactly. They think you have motives. And we don't do small things sometimes. Sometimes we do big things because that's what we want people to do for us, but not with a motive. That's just our heart. We want people to do, give us something good. This is what we do. We give people what we want somebody to give to us. Like when we give gifts, we give good gifts because that's what we want in return. Somebody to think of, be thoughtful. Child, please. People think you be having motives. And I can feel that too. I'm like, no, half of the stuff I don't gave, I don't even remember the people I don't gave stuff to. And I don't blame them too either. Really, I really don't blame them either. I'm not going to judge them for that. But I'm just talking about the chosen ones, how we give, and people just automatically assume there's motives behind it because we're so thoughtful. That's all. But you're right. But when people give me stuff, I already know if there's a motive or not behind it. My spirit just automatically tells me. My spirit will tell me they doing this because they want to get close to you. Or, they're going to come back later and ask you for something. I can tell. My spirit will tell me. I can tell. I may not say nothing, but I already calculated in my head. Computed it. It's not a genuine gift. And then you can tell it's not a genuine gift because you already done said to yourself, I'm not going to give them what it is that they want. And then I'm going to make sure, right? I'm going to make sure that they're for me, but you already know they're not for you. So I won't give them what they're trying to get that's attached to that gift, and they'll end up getting mad. And that relationship will fall off or something. Mm-hmm. Yes. I know. I really do. But, now, that's why I tell you all, especially the sensitive, you chose the ones that are sensitive and you're easy to cry. You cry easily. You're so sensitive because, especially if someone hurts your feelings, you're sensitive because you are, your discernment. Hello, Nicole, perspective. I really enjoyed your, what did you call it? The commentary that you did. What did you call it, honey? What did you call it? Your review? I really enjoyed that. You're funny as well. You're so funny. Yep, you're funny. But I enjoyed it. Thank you for doing that too. But thank you, Carolyn. Yes, I received that, honey. Amen. Yes, abundance, wealth. Yes, to stay humble. What did you call it? Not the commentary, but you called it something else. A review, or you called it something else. But that's okay. But I enjoyed it. Thank you. But I'm about to get off here in a little bit though. Yes, your reaction. Yes, I enjoyed it. I listened to the entire thing too. You're funny. Keep doing what you're doing. Your channel will grow, right? Your channel will grow. Just keep being persistent and consistent. That's all you have to do. Keep being consistent. It's a lot of work. People think YouTube. See, the only reason my channel grew so quick because God blew on it. I was obedient, and He just took it in 3 months and blew on the channel out of obedience. But if you're consistent, it'll grow. It'll grow. YouTube, spit your increase the views for you. Just be consistent in what you're doing. But I really like your reaction. But that's what I wanted to come talk to you all about. Yep, that's what I want to talk to you all about. But I'm just so happy for this newfound understanding, this newfound joy. When you get to know and understand the self And don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Don't worry about what everyone else is thinking. Because the chosen ones, to be honest, we had that problem. Let's be honest. We were so concerned of what people thought of us. We were concerned about that. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil. We were concerned. Because we're so kind, and we're so free-spirited. We're warm. We want people to receive us. And when people don't receive us, right? And we haven't healed that rejection, that spirit of rejection that the enemy brought upon us in our early years. That used to bother us because we were not healed. It did something to us. But now we understand that rejection is protection. Yes, now we understand rejection is protection, and God has been protecting us all along. And we thought we were being rejected from our family. Just imagine if we would have grew up with that mindset. How some of our family, the mindset that some of them have. I'm sorry, my allergies. My eyes itch right here in the corner sometimes with the allergies. But just imagine, when God separated you, he separated you for a reason. But we thought it was rejection because, they don't want to talk to us. My family don't want to deal with me. I got to go stay with my daddy. My grandmother raised me. Everybody else was raised over there, and I was the only one sent. That'd be protection. Isn't that what happened to David? David was out in the shepherd field. He was out in the field, and everybody else was doing important jobs. David was a shepherd's boy, but he was protected. He spent most of his time. Matter of fact, I think they say he slept out there. Did he sleep out there with the sheep? Yeah, I think he did. I think he did. I got to go back and read. Some of you all Bible scholars, I'm not one. Did David sleep out there with the sheep too? Anyone know that? Mm-hmm. Exactly, Victoria. People do that too. People do that just to, just with the wrong motives and heart. That's what people will do. They'll do that with the wrong motives and heart. That's just like a person being wealthy, right? Anybody will be nice to anyone, to somebody who's going to leave them some money, an inheritance, right? Anybody would be nice to a person who's going to leave them something. But you flip that thing around. Can you be nice to the person who is not going to leave you anything? Chosen ones, we can do that. We have done it. We have done things where we didn't get a dime. People left other people an inheritance, and they didn't even take care of them. But that was okay, because our hearts were pure. People gave other folks credit for stuff you did. You the one sitting there dealing with them, and they don't give somebody else credit. And you looking like, what the world? I did all of, but you let it go. You let it go, because your heart is pure. You don't need, God sees you. That's why you always be blessed. That's why you anointed. That's why good things always happen to you. And people always wondering why you always got to get the favor, because you are favored. Oh, you favored. Why you always got to get the good job. Why you always, once you heal, chosen one, once you find out who you are, oh, that favor is going to increase. You just deal with yourself. Deal with you right now. Do what you got to do. Listen to these videos, heal, do what you have to do, right? Do what you have to do, and watch how that favor start following you. Favor gonna be running you down. You're gonna be running. Favor gonna be on your back, dragging you down. You're gonna be like this, trying to run. You're gonna have so much favor. Watch. You just have to get from around certain people. That's another thing. Half of you all, y'all chosen ones, not to be putting this in your face, but half of the chosen ones, you are connected to people who's stopping you from getting your blessing. Think about it. You got the favor. You favored. You the favorite one, but because you connected to a person who don't have favor, so what you're supposed to be receiving is repelling you because of who you connected to. That's just like Abraham and Lot. Abraham told Lot, "You choose," because see, Abraham knew he was favored. Somebody else just mentioned this. I don't know why this just came up in my spirit. Abraham and Lot, his nephew. Abraham told Lot, "You choose. Whatever you choose, I'll take the opposite of that." So Lot chose the good of the land. He chose the bigger portion. he chose the bigger portion. But Abraham had the favor. So it doesn't matter what he did, where he went. That's just like some of y'all. You left the house, the car, and the dog. You left everything. But you went right, and now you got everything bigger and better. Everything bigger, everything better. But you gave the good portion because you just want to be done. That's what y'all did. That's what some of y'all did. And you walked over here, and your favor walked over there with you. The favor walked clean over there with you because you let Lot choose first. What you want? You want this? Okay. We're not going to fight. We're not going to argue. You take that. But you went on over to the right. And when you went over to the right, the favor followed you over there. Oh, it followed you. It don't jump on your back. You walking by people and they benefiting from you walking by them. Everybody you connected to now, they getting the favor because it's falling off you onto them. You just blessing folks because you just walking by, you coughing and sneezing. I chew people just blessings just falling on them. That's how it's gonna be. I'm telling you all. Just got to detach yourself from certain people. And it's okay. And we have a hard time detaching. We do. We do. That's why God wants us to heal. He wants us to heal. So we can know how to be. So we can learn how to walk light. Because when we walk, we got to bring an entourage. We got to bring everybody. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, husband, cousin. We trying to bring everybody. And God said, no, I'm just trying to call you first. I need to call you first. You go forth and prepare what I need you to prepare. You walk in the favor first. And then I'll give you the okay to go back and get the ones I tell you to get. But no, we try to carry everybody. You trying to carry the dog. That dog got 3 legs. Look, you better leave that 3-legged dog back there. Leave the dog there. Let him go to dog heaven. The dog got 3 legs and you still trying to carry him. Put that dog to rest. Go ahead and get him euthanized. I'm sorry for y'all animal lovers. Now don't take this personal. This is spiritual now. People gonna get this. This spiritual. This spiritual. Let the 3-legged dog just stay back there, right? Let him stay. Let that dog go to dog heaven. You trying to carry the dog. You trying to carry the cat. The cat don't even want to go, but you trying to carry the cat. That cat used to being back there, living where they want to live. You trying to take the cat. The cat don't even want to go. Yes, all dogs go to heaven, really. Let that dog go to heaven. You got the little cat back there don't want to go. The cat done found some little other cats from, the cat done found some other cats from the hood. You trying to take the cat? Let that cat go. I know you love them animals. Listen, I love them. Listen, them cats, them animals like family now. That's why I don't want no more animals. None. I'm not going to even get on that. After this one, I want no more. I surely don't. But you trying to carry everybody. I used to be like that. God was calling me, and I'm trying to carry I'm trying to just carry my friends. Girl, come on. They got this conference over here. Come on and go with me. They don't want to go because God is not calling them. You happy about that conference. You take your butt on by yourself. Yeah, trying to take strangers. Take yourself on. And that's what we're afraid. We don't want to go by ourselves. I go everywhere. I went to D.C. I went to a conference by myself in 2019. That was the first time I ever traveled by myself out of the state without feeling like I had to have. And I knew it was the time because it just felt right. And I enjoyed myself. I was in the hotel by myself. I got on the plane. I was going to get me an Uber. Of course, I prayed because, in D.C., them women, them black women was coming up missing over there for a minute. But I know the Lord was calling me to where I was going. And I'm like, Lord, I plead the blood of Jesus. And, I had my little senses up. I was in tune with the Spirit. So if the Lord say don't go, I'm not going. But I went to D.C. by myself for a weekend conference. I sure did. And I enjoyed myself, too. Saw somebody I knew from my city, hung out with. Yes, I enjoyed myself. 2018. That's when I know God was taking me and elevating me. He was really doing the work in me. Because I would have never got not by myself. No, ma'am. But I went on by myself and enjoyed myself too. Enjoyed it. And I'll do it again too. I want to do it again. But yes, we got to learn how to be by ourselves. Let people leave people behind. Yes. God be doing. He'll send you the right person. He'll send you the right person. Like you remember you saw the movie Book of Eli? I love that movie. I talk about it all the time. You remember when Eli, he was on his journey going west, and then that girl was trying to figure out what he was doing, and she was like, take me with you. God will send those type of people for you. Did anyone see that movie? And she was and she was following him and wanted to go with him. God will send people like that. He'll send people. May not be a lot, and that's okay. You need the right people. You don't need a lot of people. You need the right people. And she helped him along his way. Yep. It's an old movie, really. It's old, but it's good. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I'm going to watch it again, though. I'm going to watch it again because there's so much spiritual insight. I'm not going to tell it, but go watch it. Book of Eli, Denzel Washington. Yep. But that's what I want to come talk to you all about. Don't force these relationships. Just grow. You grow by yourself. Let God do the work in you. Let him do the work in you first. Then you go back and get that three-legged dog. The cat that don't want to go. Then you go back. Right? Yes, he'll send you people. Yes. Listen, go back and get the three-legged dog once you get yourself together. So you can be strong and strengthened. So if they're not doing right, guess what? You can go ahead and drop the little three-legged dog back off where it was. Oh, Lord, we try to take everybody. But we're learning. We don't know. We don't be knowing. That's why we have to learn. That's why we have to learn and get educated. We don't know. And don't feel bad because you didn't know. We don't be knowing. That's why we have to educate ourselves. I didn't know. I had to be taught. You can't take this person. Oh, wow, Victoria. Yep, he will do it. He'll show you grace. He'll show you grace and love. He'll show us. But yep. I don't know, Frank. I'm not a dream interpreter. This who you all should follow for the dream interpretation. Follow Minister Kevin L.A. Ewing. Now, he's real good. Some of you may have heard of him, but go look at some of his old videos on dream interpretations. That's what I meant to mention in one of my last videos, but I couldn't remember his name for nothing. He taught me a lot. When I was going through this season, I learned a lot from him. so much confirmation. Kevin L.A. Ewing. Minister Kevin L.A. Ewing. L.A. Ewing. He's on YouTube. But look at his old videos about dreams. He gives you a breakdown. Oh, that's good, Frank. That's good. That's good. Yep, God always, the chosen ones got gifts. They got plenty. They got plenty. But we just don't know how to develop them and really accept them for what they are. We got to accept these gifts as gifts from God. We do. Yes. Yep. We are definitely givers. I'm always looking to give. It's just in me. Yes, Kevin L.A. Ewing. Oh, he's good. It's Ewing. But you'll find him on he's real good. Oh yes, he's good. Yep, we're givers. Yep, we definitely are givers. But I'm gonna get off here. I got to go. It was nice talking to you all. Now, I know, Victoria, with those, dreaming about dead loved ones, you shouldn't be dreaming about your dead loved ones. I know we want to see them. No, you got to cancel them dreams. I can't tell you that. You shouldn't be dreaming about dead loved ones. You shouldn't be talking to dead loved ones or none of that. That is not of God. I can't tell you that. I can tell you, I don't care how familiar it feels. It feels familiar, you know, but that's not what you should be doing. You're really not talking to your loved one. You're talking to the dark side. Those are demons you're talking to. I know that. That's what I do know. So when you have those dreams, just cancel them out. Yep, just cancel those out. That's all. Because it's going to feel familiar to you, right? It's going to feel familiar because you want to, especially if you love someone. Yes, Nicole. Yes, dear. Especially if you love someone dearly, like my grandmother. I remember when she died, she passed away. She came to me in my dream. I had to rebuke that. I didn't rebuke it at the time because I didn't understand what I didn't know now. I didn't understand. And it felt like she was here. It felt so real. And when she came in my dream, she was telling me to leave my son alone because I was bothering my son because he wouldn't eat his applesauce at the time when she passed away. This was years ago, almost 20 years ago. And he wouldn't eat his applesauce. So she came in my dream and she said, leave that boy alone. Stop bothering that boy about eating the applesauce. Leave him alone. And she called his nickname. And she said, leave him alone. And it felt so real. I'm like, oh, my grandma visited me. I was so happy. But once I learned that them dreams are not of God, because you don't be knowing. We do stuff because we don't know. And once we get the new knowledge and understanding, then we have to learn to go and walk in truth from there. Yes, because once those people are gone, they're gone. You shouldn't be dreaming about them. No, you shouldn't be dreaming about them. They shouldn't be talking to you in your dreams. They shouldn't be talking to your children. Because they will come for them kids. You shouldn't know. But anyways, I got to get out of here. I always enjoy talking to you all. You see how long I be staying on here. I'm going to do better. I'm going to do better. At least I didn't say I won't be before you long. I didn't say that in the beginning. But I still was on here long. Even though I didn't say it, I still was on here kind of long. But anyways, I enjoyed you all. You all be blessed. Right? Be blessed. Stop forcing these relationships. Love on you. That's what we have to do. Love on you. Be okay with being alone, but not lonely. It's okay to be alone. Enjoy your own company. Love on yourself. Give yourself the love that you've been trying to give people for all these years. Learn to get to know you. Find out what you like, you don't like. Find new interests, hobbies. You know what I'm going to start back doing? I used to love doing this years ago, but it was before I had kids. Even when I had kids, I used to love dancing. I'm going to get back into like ballroom dancing. I'm going to get back into that. I'm going to pick that back up. I'm going to find some local area here and get back into ballroom dancing. Yep. That's what I'm going to do. I used to love skating. May take me a skating class or something. I'm going to find some stuff to do. One thing about me, I won't be bored. I'm very spontaneous. I love to do craziness. I really do. Bungee jumping and all that. I'm that type of person. I don't look like it. What, jumping out airplanes? I want to do that type of stuff. And I am going to do it. Right? Find just new interests. Do things you enjoy. Stop waiting on people to go with you. That's another thing. Stop waiting for people to go with you. Do what you want to do. Save your money and do it because you want to do it. Don't wait for nobody else. You got a life to live. Life too short to be waiting for other people. Be blessed.